Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike. You know that dude you be seeing on the streets and be like, hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos? Yeah, that's me. And for today, we're going to be talking about insurance. Most importantly, health insurance and auto insurance. And I'm going to be having me a little breakfast today since I haven't had anything to eat and I love breakfast food. So I got some scrambled eggs, some sausage, some grits, and some wheat toast. So excuse me while I get my eat on real quick. How are y'all doing today? I'm going to start off by talking about the health insurance side first. Today is May the 26th, and I had a doctor's appointment on May the 24th. Now, when I walked in there, I was going to hand them my AmeriGroup card, and they said that they don't accept AmeriGroup, and that the doctor's visit would start out at, excuse me, $89 and can go up even more according to what they do for me. So I said, okay. Lo and behold, after taking my vitals and stuff like that, they had to do a little blood work and no check my diabetic sugars and stuff like that. So I had originally went in there because I've been having, like I said, some issues with my diabetes. When I first got on diabetes, became a diabetic, my sugars was like 700 something. So they immediately put me on insulin. I'm taking 50 units in the morning and then 30 units at night. Now I'm taking insulin for like just a little under a year and a half. And then by accident, the doctor just took me off of it because I told him that I had gone like 2 weeks without having to be able to pay for a new prescription. So he takes me off of it, and this is while I was living in Michigan. So this was like between 1992 and 94 at the time. So I moved to Tennessee and then update my doctor that I was seeing at the time, and he puts me on the pill, this metformin. Now I don't remember how long that I was taking this pill, but I found I found out that it was a little more harmful than doing good as far as dealing with diabetes. So after doing a little research, I took myself off of it and stopped going to that doctor who had prescribed it to me. Because I'm not going to pay nobody to kill me slowly. And it's like, while going there, he had me on like more than 10 different prescriptions. I'm not going to say in detail everything that he was giving me prescriptions for, but it's your regular high blood pressure, high cholesterol, that kind of thing. So after I stopped going there and basically just taking not insulin, but the prescription he was giving me for my IBS, which is a digestion situation. Not gonna gross you out and say the symptoms or whatever, but yeah, it's like I was taking the prescription that he gave me, and that's it. I wasn't just taking a whole bunch of other stuff. Excuse me, because like that whole cocktail that other doctor was giving me had me like woozy, like the side effects say that nausea and dizziness and stuff like that. Believe it, because I'm in the middle of a freeway over here and I had to stop because I thought that I was about to swerve off the road from all the prescription that they were giving me. Man, y'all ain't doing y'all job. Y'all supposed to be reminding me to cut my phone off before I start doing YouTube. But thanks a lot, y'all. Anyway, like I said, with this insurance guy that I'd seen this past Tuesday on the 24th. No, like I said, they said that it'll start out at $89, and like after I left out the examination room and the little labs and stuff that they did, the lady at the desk was like, Mr. Hodge, you owe us $317. And I'm looking at them like, hey, wait a minute. She said, starting out at $89 and y'all end up at over $300. Hmm. I'm in all hell no mode right now. So I ended up paying her $100 because that's all that I could afford, because I'm already on this bottom shelf insurance that they don't even accept. And with me being on a fixed income, which is SSI payments of monthly payments, and I only get it once a month, so I'm going to take my time paying off that balance. And then he ended up putting me back on insulin, but I don't have to use as much as I did when I first found out. It's like I said, I was taking 50 units in the morning and then 30 at night when I was living in Michigan. So he tells me that he just wants me to take like 8 to 12 units before I eat a meal. And he gave me a sample. Well, it wasn't a free sample. Now that I look at this little printout, this free sample that he gave me actually cost me $33. But it clearly states on the little box, free sample. So tomorrow, I'm going to call them and cuss them out because it obviously was free for him, but he just had to make some kind of money off of it. So he's charging me $33 to help pay for him renting out the little business building that he's working out of. He was more concerned about me scuffing up the wall with the wheelchair that I was in than giving me some discounted rate, which was only available if I was having an insurance that was covered by them for me going there or whatever. Let me hurry up and get off of this health insurance situation before my blood pressure goes up. So I'm really not in the mood to go to the hospital because of me just thinking about why I have to pay for this bill because my insurance, they didn't accept my insurance. You comment below and let me know what kind of insurance that I should be looking into on a fixed income, because AmeriGroup ain't getting it. Even with the me calling the Walmart and finding out how much they covered on my prescriptions, it's like $1.50 for generic and $3 if it's not generic. I'm over half full, half eaten. When what I have on my plate and my stomach is still growling. I'm explaining this to him and telling him that I'm consuming a whole bunch of fluids, and that's a side effect of being a diabetic. You're always, got dry mouth or whatever. So, when I started paying attention that I was eating a decent amount of food, and less than like 2-3 hours later, my stomach is growling again like I hadn't eaten nothing at all. I was like, let me go to the doctor and see what he has to say. And he ended up, like I said, putting me back on insulin. And I still can't afford to buy all these needles and test strips and stuff like that, like they want me to do, because it's just a way for them to just bleed people dry. Excuse me. And just fatten their pockets and make sure that they have a Benz to drive and a nice $400,000 house to live in, while I's poor. I'm back living with my mother. But anyway, another reason what I had went there for was to get some forms filled out so that my driver's license doesn't get suspended. And once he found out how much or how high my blood sugars were, he was like not going to be able to give me a favorable decision on the paperwork that I was, more than anything, was trying to get filled out so that my license don't get suspended. Man, if I wasn't disabled, I'd have been moving all kind of furniture, moving up out that office, I swear. Man, they did damage to my blood pressure, because man, I was boiling. I knew it was going to be a bad day, because as I was leaving out the house, I fell before I could even get into the car. And I'm laying on the ground waiting for the ambulance to come help me get up. because I have a pinched nerve in my back and I've had operations on both of my knees, and it was hard for me to get up, and my mother couldn't do it alone. So I'm laying there for a good 20, not a good 25, almost 30 minutes, and they came a little quicker this time, thankfully. But in the meantime, I'm laying on the ground with all kind of ants and other insects crawling around me and on me and stuff. So it just was like, Lord, just let me make it back to the bed and just get through today, kind of day. Man, let me just go ahead on to this auto insurance situation over here. I just called them earlier today because, like I said, I'm trying to keep from getting my license suspended over here, and I haven't been able to drive this 2002 Chevy Suburban that I just bought like March 17th. So it's just been just over 2 months now, and I didn't even get to drive it all the way home. But you can go back to one of my other videos that has the Chevy logo on it, and I explain why my license is kind of in jeopardy over here. But yeah, so I called them and asked, like, is what I'm paying per month gonna go up if I have no roadside assistance? Well, just it's them just coming to my house to get my battery a jump, because I was talking to the dealer where I bought the truck, and he was saying that through the GPS he can tell that my battery was getting low. So I'm like, okay, I need to call the insurance company and have them give me a jump so that I can like crank it up or whatever. And then I got two flat tires. I don't know how that happened, when he had said, the dealer, this is who I'm talking about, said that there were new tires put on the truck. So there was a little situation where my mother was hoarding my key, the keys to my truck, and I had to call the police because she's not on my insurance, so she shouldn't have my keys in her possession. But while I'm talking to the people, about the car, the truck insurance or whatever, trying to see if they can come give me a jump or whatever, she's like, you can only call them with one issue per every 3 days. And I'm like, I need to get a jump so that I can crank it up and make sure that it stays running. And I need to get these two flat tires fixed. And she goes on and on about, okay, you can do one or the other, get the jump or get the tires fixed. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need the policy number, and I had to call the insurance company. This was some other 1-800 number that I was talking to about with the lady or whatever. But I called the insurance company and they gave me the policy number. So I'm gonna call them tomorrow morning and get a jump and get it cranked up or whatever, so that at least it stays running. Crank it up at least once a week. Now that I know that the GPS is like, oh, you need to keep your vehicle running, sir, kind of situation. But man, I need y'all to pray for me, because with this health insurance and then this issue with the DMV, good Lord, these people are gonna have me suicide, well, homicidal more. I'm gonna run up in some building. I just need y'all to pray for me because I'm really going through it. All I can do is say, help me, Lord. Wait for the blessing to come. Man, paying $400 for the truck and can't even drive it. Paying $154 for insurance on this truck. And they're saying that I can only deal with one issue every 3 days. Man, none of this makes sense to me. At ALL, I got some more phone calls to make as soon as I get up tomorrow morning. In the meantime, in between time, I'm going to do me a whole bunch of praying and ask that y'all continue to pray for me. Because when I can't figure it out, I know there's a God on the throne and he going to have to fix it because I can't do nothing with it. But if y'all have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below and let me know what I should be doing with the health insurance and the auto insurance. Because I can find something cheaper, which I did. I just haven't went and paid for it because I'm on a fixed income. Like, for real over here. I need some financial blessings like winning the Mega Millions and the Powerball on the same day kind of blessings over here. You heard me? But other than that, y'all can hit that like button while y'all giving me y'all prayers. Y'all can share this video because somebody else might have some kind of advice or whatever that I could get, especially with the health insurance, because like I said, I can't afford all of these extra insulin needles and stuff anymore when I already got this truck note and insurance and my food stamps being cut by $200, and I have to pay $200 out of my own pocket just to keep groceries in the house. So y'all just pray for me, please. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. How about that? I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a nice day. I'm gonna get back at y'all in 7 days. I holler.